Thank you, man.
What's up, Maul?
What's up?
How you doing?
What's up?
Maul, Montiel is a guy who went the distance with Centeno, had a draw. You stopped Centeno in the second round. Should we expect quick work of Montiel?
No, I mean, if he can't take a punch that I delivered, then we'll lay him out. I'm coming to fight, man. I'm prepared for 12 rounds. It's just a matter of time.
Maul, would you say it's safe to say your last performance against Derevyanchenko was your most complete performance of your career?
A fighter like Montiel is more challenging to get in there and get the job done real clean and real, spliffy. Because if I look bad against a guy like this, then they'll take away from the Derevyanchenko fight. But yeah, up to date, that was a hard fight. I made nice work of it, and on to the next one.
You've been outspoken about wanting to unify at 160 before moving up. Obviously, you want the Canelo fight, but people who have been following the sport know that Triple G's really just been ducking you. So for the better part of the last 3 years, do you really expect to land that fight with him or Andrade?
I got the belt. It's champions fight champions. We unify. If not, we not just gonna sit back and just say lack of nothing. And those guys that have the belt like Triple G and Canelo and Andrade, the belt's out there, so eventually it'll happen. I'm not in a rush. I'm young. I'm still having fun. I'm enjoying what I do best.
But why would Triple G at the later portion of his career fight a young, hungry champion yourself?
I mean, that's a good question. You should ask him that because I honestly don't know. If he wants this WBC, I have it. It's over here. It's open. I'm ready to fight.
Most definitely, Jermall. What did you make of Canelo's last performance against Billy Joe?
I mean, it was, Canelo being Canelo. It seemed like Billy Joe's game plan wasn't in there to go get his eye broke, but Canelo landed a good shot, and look, it's boxing, right?
Did you see any vulnerabilities in Canelo, and how do you feel you match up against him?
I mean, I think I match up well with him. I'm at 160 pounds. Canelo is at 168, 175. He's steady moving up. If he ever decides to come back down, maybe we can fight for the WBC legendary belt that they gave him.
And you said, you've been on record saying you'll go up to 168 right now because the fight fans want to see that fight.
I mean, if the fight makes more sense for me to go up and fight Canelo at 168, yes, I'm open for it. But right now, I got a task at hand with Montiel. I'm not thinking about Canelo right now. I'm thinking about, getting the job done, and then, we'll go from there.
Last question from me. What'd you make of Boo Boo Andrade confrontation post-fight press conference at Canelo?
I mean, guys, want clout, want attention. Sometimes it's not good for them, but they still do it. But I mean, that guy's just I don't know what to say about him. I mean, he needs to do things like that to get himself relevant, because nobody cares for his fights. He's just in a bad situation, and then let alone, like Canelo said, he's a horrible fighter. I mean, he's a horrible fighter.
Thanks, Jermall. Appreciate you.
You don't know what to expect. June 19th, we'll get a chance to see what he made of. I know a lot of those, hardcore Mexican boxers, they think they better. But like on June 19th, I'm gonna bring that power. He got power. He never seen nothing yet. I can't let this dude stop me from being great. I got a lot of greatness ahead of me, and I'm not overlooking him at all. But I hope he's not overlooking me. I hope he don't think this is gonna be his night.
Jermall, give me your mic, Jeff.
As a Houston kid, how cool is it to come home?
It's so cool to come home. I'm happy, really, honestly. But I got big tasks at hand, and that's to keep my belt, keep my strap, and that's something I'm working on.
Jermall, what is it like when you hear him say you are providing him with his dream fight?
Obviously this guy looked up to me, for a while growing up or whatnot, and me providing him, I get a chance to provide for other people's family, and they just wanted, hopefully he can take care of his family after this fight,
I thought you might say something to the effect of, you're going to turn his dream into a nightmare.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
You're excited that this fight is on Juneteenth because that's very special to you. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
Well, yeah, I'm excited. It's June 19th. It's one of the best days, for my culture, for my people, and we get a chance to, celebrate. I'm excited. It's going to be a good night of boxing.
How would you define to a layman who might not know a lot about you, what you're all about?
Power, speed, finesse, smart, young, You know, boxing is something that just took me to this level. But honestly, man, for the people who don't know about me, I also have a twin brother who fights just as hard as me, and we both world champions. And it's just something that we dreamed of as kids, you know, to be able to come back to Houston, Texas, and fight for our crowd and fight for our city, and let alone fight for the people who love us.
How much is extra motivation not for this to go the wrong way for you in your hometown?
I mean, I can't drop the ball now, you know. I made it this far, and I made it here for a reason, because this is my stage. I like the lights. I like the people. I love doing what I do, and I do it at the best caliber.
Describe growing up here and going to A-League. Like, how special is it to come back, and then where are you going to eat, or what are you going to do?
You know, I'm an A-League kid. You know, went to Hastings High School. Always dreamed of being here. You know, it's natural. You know, I'm in my backyard. You know, I don't think no one is gonna come in my backyard and do. It takes something from me and get away with it. You know, so it's gonna be a good night of boxing. You get an explosive kid who just don't know what he's getting himself into, and then we're gonna find out next week.